Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can. That was said by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and I will get back to that. But as usual, every day we need to check in with ourselves. We need to check in and see how we feel. We need to check in and see what's going on. Are we on purpose? Do we have an intention? Do we have an outcome? Or are we just simply existing, dreading another day, thinking about all the things that are wrong, thinking about our failures, thinking about the ways that we messed up? Well, let's get out of that. Let's break out of that today. You've heard me say many times, energy grows where focus goes. Where is your focus in this moment? And can you just try to get something today from this? Try to get something from this today. It's one small distinction that can make all the difference in our lives, in our relationships. This is episode number 7 for Free Will Dream Movement Daily, a daily video blog to help you get free, stay present, and move forward with your life and your relationship. Don't we all want that? Don't we all want to move forward with our lives and especially our relationships? I mean, don't we really want that? I believe we all want that, and I want to go back to this quote that I opened up with, because I do believe we all want to move forward with our lives and our relationships. But the key thing in the second part of this Free Will Dream movement is to stay present. And that means to really draw from the moment. Can you feel success in the small little activities that you do to move your life forward and to feel good about what's happening in your life? I would love, I wish I could spend like 5 or 10 minutes with everybody just talking about your situation and saying, here are the things that are amazing in your life right now. What's amazing in your life right now? You know, what is it that really, the small things in life that just make us feel great? And I just want you to let that wash over you, if you will. And by the way, if you want to come on here live with me today, I would welcome you. I think it would be extremely cool just to bring somebody on live right now. If you want to talk about some of these things that I'm talking about, I think it would be amazing. It would be cool. We could have some fun with it. And who knows what would show up, right? Because when you get people together, all kinds of crazy things can show up. So, welcome. Oh yeah, I'm so glad to have you with me. Hey, Emily, my sister-in-law, how are you? This is a positive message. Let me go back to the quote. Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can, by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I got another great quote for you, but let me tell you about my experience as a runner. It's funny, I was never a runner growing up. I was like a basketball player, but I'm, you know, with my heel lifts in, I'm about 5'8", so height never came, but I loved basketball, and it kept me out of trouble. It kept me from going down the wrong road because I loved it. I loved putting that ball through the hoop. Loved it. My favorite thing, playing basketball. But later in life, got into running, and one of the things that I learned as a runner, and I'm going to share this with you, and this is how I hit a personal record. And this is probably one of the most important things that you can take away to move forward in life. And this is like, if you messed everything else up, you did everything else wrong, you screwed it up, you didn't know what to do, you felt like you couldn't fight your way out of a paper bag, which we've all felt like that. But here's the thing. How I got a personal record was this. Was it my training? Yes, I trained, of course. Was it my nutrition? Yes. I ate right. I mean, we had to do the basic things. But the key thing that helped me get to a personal record was this. If you've ever been to a running event, a marathon, a half marathon, they have these little corrals. They're called pace groups. And in these pace groups, there's a leader or two. There's usually like 2 leaders in every pace group. And the pace group is designed for the time or the goal that you want to achieve. So for example, if I want to run a 7-minute mile, I would get in that pace group, in that corral, and I would run a 7-minute mile. Let me go back to the quote. If you're just joining, welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. It's Tuesday. Check in with you. Do you have an intention? Do you have an outcome? This is episode number 7 out of 100. And I want you to focus on what is important to you between now and the end of the year. This is about you. This is about you. This is about you escalating, feeling better, moving forward with your life and your relationship. Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The Bible says, iron sharpens iron. One man sharpens another man. So here I am. I get into this pace group. And I'm like, man, can I do this? Can I do this? Did I train enough? Did I eat right? Did I go through my morning ritual? How's the weather going to be? Am I going to get enough nutrition during the race? Is somebody going to get in my way? I mean, all these things go through your mind. But I get inside the pace group, and I run in the pace group. And I believe, I can't remember what the time was. I want to say it was somewhere around 7-minute mile. Maybe it was somewhere around 7-minute mile for a half marathon. And so what I did was I lock on to this guy who's the pacer. And obviously he's a more advanced runner. He's able to run this comfortably. He's not somebody who's doing this for the first time. He's done it before. I haven't done it before. So what I do is I lock on to this guy and I follow this guy. And let me tell you, I hit some tough moments. If you've ever done a running race, you're going to hit some tough moments, right? Sounds like life. We're going to hit tough moments. But here's what I did. This is just my goofy thing, but I imagined that there was a rope, an imaginary rope attached around my waist, connected to his waist. So no matter how far he got away from me, he wasn't going to get rid of me, right? So I imagine this, I'm attached to this guy, and when the tough moments come up, that pulled me through. And I not only hit my personal record, I blew it out of the water. And so the point of this morning video blog today, and I don't care what statue, and I'm going to tell you what stops this too. This is really important. And I struggled with this too. Can you hear me? It's Tuesday morning. You're just getting up. Here I am. I'm in your face again. Give me some feedback. Do you like this? Do you hate it? Am I pissing you off? Am I stirring you up? It's all good. Anyway, let me jump back to this thing. So the key is, do you have a pacer in your life? Do you have where you want to go? Do you have your intention of where you want to end up this month, this year, next year? And do you have somebody who you can wrap that imaginary rope around, who's going to pull you in your moments when you get stuck? Who wants to come on with me right now? Anybody want to come on live? Let me say good morning. Gosh, I'm missing all these good mornings. What's up, Conchetta? Joyce, how are you? Thank you for your amazing message. I love what's happening in your life right now. I get humbled and I get chills every time I listen to your message. Brisbane, Australia. Oh yeah, hello. Hey, Linda. I wonder if Emily, are you still on here? It's my sister-in-law. Mario, Lisa's going to give us a song for the day. Listen, music is powerful. Why not grab a song this morning, go through your morning ritual, put something on. It's going to give you goosebumps, fire you up. What's up, Steve? I'm not sure if you're still on here. Let's see what's going on. I want to work on accepting myself just the way I am and stop judging myself. I always have my themes for these, but I'm always willing to go where you guys want to go. Yeah, stop judging. I mean, don't we have, listen, we can be our own worst critics. And here's the dangerous thing. If you are judging yourself and you're critical on yourself, guess who that's going to go on top of? Every single loved one in your life is going to feel that criticism. It's like pent up negative energy. You're always looking to, you're judging this, you're judging that. It's like sometimes we need to let that shit go. Let that go, because it just enjoy the moment. Enjoy and find the gold in you. And I wish I could spend 5 or 10 minutes with each and every one of you and find the gold in you. And you say, well, who are you to do that? Because I know how far off I was, and I know how hard I had to work to extract that gold. And one of the things that stopped me was my ego saying like, are you somebody that has to know all the answers? I got to know all the answers. I can't reach for help. I got to know all the answers. And us guys are so guilty of this. And sometimes I catch myself. But I have a pacer in my life. I have somebody in my life that's a pacer for what I want out of life. Somebody I can attach that rope around. So when I lag back, that rope tightens up and pulls me up with it. Do you have that in your life? I believe each and every person, we need a pacer. Maybe it's in your spiritual arena. Maybe it's in your health and fitness. Maybe it's in your finances. Maybe it's in your dream, your mission, your passion, your purpose. We are all called to do more than just work for money. But the big idea and what I'm doing is this. I'm going to give you information. I'm going to give you some great information. But the underlying theme is to get free. And I'm getting close up here. Back up and come in. Is to get free from the story, the blind spot. And it's not a big thing, it's a small thing. It's a minor shift. It's the letting go, maybe putting your ego down. We all have something to learn from everybody. So if you don't like my hair, you don't like my delivery, you don't like my shirt, you question my motives, you're cynical, you can get something today. And you may not get something from a word that I say, but here's where you may get something. You may get something from a comment in here. You may get something, there's new relationships that happen here. I may trigger something that's completely unrelated that sparks you up and gets you moving. Even though you don't like my delivery, you don't like the way I come across, you question my voice, it doesn't matter. But if that creates a seed in you, then I win. Even if I don't know you, even if you never tell me about it, it's great. God, I would love it if you told me about it. I would love it if you said, hey, when you said this, it fired me up, it did this, it did that. But if you don't, that's okay too. Okay? It's not what this is about. Anybody have something they want to say? I'll bring you on live if I can, if you got an iOS platform. Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can. And I have quotations around can. And the way I interpret that is to help you reach your potential. I was thinking last night, when you go to a cemetery, we've all been to a cemetery. It's kind of morbid, I know, but there's two tragedies in the cemetery. There's two tragedies in every cemetery. There's the loss of life for various reasons. And there's also loss of dreams that were never pursued, relationships that were never had, missions that were never fulfilled. Because people died with their music still in them, afraid of what someone else is going to think, questioning their own capability, living with too much cynicism, seeking too much security and certainty, realizing that there is none. You know, if you're down in Florida or Puerto Rico or Houston or Mexico, it doesn't matter how much you planned, how much money you had, how much security you had. It changes like that. So why not live your life? Why not find a pacer who has what you want, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in your dream, your mission, your passion, your purpose. Why not find somebody and latch onto them and go for it?